This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Strap yourselves in, everyone. Every Friday show is fun. In fact, every show that we do together is really fun for me.
I'm with you, Swanee, but today especially. Sorry.
Today especially, we have Hugo Weaving on the show. You loved him in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. You loved him in The Matrix.
Me?
I loved him. You did, especially, and your people. I actually haven't seen that film, can you believe?
What?
I know.
You're meant to be like the gay icon of Australia and you haven't seen Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
What am I doing with my life? I loved him in everything else. I even loved him in Babe, which a lot of people don't remember he lent his voice to.
Right.
He is in a new binge movie based on the iconic Australian Paul Kelly song, Who's Gonna Make the Gravy? How to Make Gravy. And he's going to be on the show. I can't wait.
Now, you can't wait for that, and I'm excited for that too, Swanee, but I'm most excited about the fact Drake announced at midday today he is heading down under in February next year. That's like 2 months away.
I just want to thank Drake so much for coming back into my life because I had forgotten how much I loved him.
Right?
This song, Hotline Bling.
Yes, you love that.
I love it.
Now, after 3 p.m. in Chrissy's Quizzy, we need die-hard Drake fans because we have the first double to give away.
That is, how did we get it so quickly? It's like somebody just went to their desk and cut it with a Stanley knife and wrote Drake.
I'd like to imagine that's how it happens, Swan. It's called the Anita Max Win Tour.
Who's that?
I thought you might ask that. I'll explain to you at 3 p.m. why he has named it this. But next, 13, 24, 10, we're going to kick the show off with a round of Who Am I for $500 cash.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
What is better, Friday or the feeling of winning $500?
The cash, Swanee, the cash.
Let's do it.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissy Swan's Who Am I?
Christy, we want to make your weekend the best ever by giving you 500 schmackers in your hand.
That would be amazing.
Are you good at this sort of stuff?
I am. I love quizzes and Who Am I's and all that kind of stuff.
Were you part of a trivia group in the 90s?
No, I should have been because I'd be good at it.
Yeah, you should have been. You were probably at home with kids or working too hard like I was. But I did always find time for a trivia group.
Yeah, I should have.
All right, Christy, I've got $500 here and 5 clues about a particular celebrity. I just want to... What year were you born, Christy? I just want to see if this is in your wheelhouse.
Oh, I hope so. 1977.
Oh, yes. You'll know this one.
Oh,
all right.
I'm excited.
Every time you get one wrong, $100 comes out of it, and that is purely Jack. Nothing to do with me.
Clue number 1 for $500 cash, Christy.
I was, just this week, confirmed to play Glastonbury's Legends slot, so you know that this is maybe an older guy, 23 years after I last appeared at the festival. Glastonbury, that's UK.
Sure is.
Legend.
It's an epic festival.
It is.
Glastonbury. It's not Elton John?
It isn't, but you are in the right area.
Great guess. Clue number 2 for $400 cash.
I am an effervescent puss. Effervescent 79 male singer who was born in London, and my musical career began in 1962 busking with a harmonica.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either, and I'm a huge fan of this guy, all the way back from his work with the Faces.
Oh, gosh. I feel so silly. I've got no idea.
That's okay. Clue number 3 for $300 cash. There's still $300 cash on the line, Christy.
Okay, yeah.
I've got a question for you. A, the beginning of this song is the stuff of legends, and it just is a full dopamine hit for me. Secondly, do you think I'm sexy, Christy?
I know who it is. It's Rod Stewart.
It is Rod Stewart!
Yes!
Woohoo!
And I want you to get off the phone from me now and start the beginning of Do You Think I'm Sexy? It just kicks in and he goes, sugar, sugar, and it will set you alight for the weekend, Christy.
I will definitely do that. Thank
Yes,
you.
my girl. For what, $300?
$300 cash. Enjoy that,
Sweet.
Christy. Hey, coming up, we're doing Chrissy's correspondence. If you've got any feedback on the shows this week, slide into our DMs at the Chrissy Swan Show.
I've actually got a photograph sent to me, and I don't know, is it technically correspondence? I'm going to try and explain it to you in words.
Like eggplant emoji sort of setup?
No.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
At Priceline Pharmacy, they're all about keeping you sun safe. The best thing you can do to protect yourself from harmful UV rays and premature aging? Wear sunscreen every day.
Head online or in store to shop now at Priceline.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Because we can do whatever we want in this 2 hours, we've made up a little segment that we love. We're going to call it Fresh Fridays.
I reckon we should say it like this. Fresh Fridays. Because it's kind of fresh and cool.
Yes.
So ready? 3, 2, 1.
Fresh Fridays. It's like a breeze coming through a window. Yes. Anyway, this is where we give you some fresh stuff to listen to. Some of it, like today's, is released today. It is fresh out the oven, baby, and into your ears.
Yeah.
Generally, they're going to be the ones that you choose.
They're going to be mine because I love my new music.
But I love rediscovering older tracks, falling in love with them all over again and listening to them with fresh ears.
Kind of like we did with Hold On, We're Going Home at the top of the show.
Yes, exactly. I had completely forgotten.
Yeah.
And now it reminds me of my love for it. I'm going to go first.
Shoot.
My Fresh Friday is an old track by Australian legend Olivia Newton-John. Oh, this is live too. In our way. Okay. So it's called Magic. It's by Olivia Newton-John. You probably haven't heard it for a very long time. I'm giving it back to you, the rightful owner. Put it in your ears. And the reason it's so fresh in my mind is because Christy Whelan Brown, who I made a New Year's resolution to become best friends with and have succeeded, by the way. Thank you for asking. I caught up with her on Saturday and she played Olivia Newton-John in the stage play. She sings everything exactly the same. Olivia Newton-John is one of her all-time heroes.
Yep.
So every time I'm with Christy, conversation naturally goes to ONJ because I'm also obsessed. And then we broke out into Song of Magic because it is both of our favourites.
Where were you?
In my kitchen.
I can just imagine it. How great.
I know. Magic.
Alrighty, that's your...
She can never get through a song with me, though, because she just bursts out laughing. I think I enjoy it too much. She can't believe her eyes. All right, your turn.
Alrighty, mine is from our gal Sabcap, Sabrina Carpenter. Her album, Short and Sweet, you and I have been championing since it was released.
No skips.
No skips. There's 3 singles off it. Espresso.
That was first.
Then there was Please, Please, Please.
Love it.
Then third was Taste.
That's my favourite of those 3.
Okay, well, I know that your favourite of these now 4 is going to be Bedchem.
Correct.
Now, Bedchem...
Oh, it's my favourite song off the album. Don't tell me.
I got an email this morning from Universal, the label, saying it's now been released as a single. And as such, Swanee, I'm going to go rogue and we're going to play it right now in full on Nova.
Okay, wait, let me get the lyrics up because
I don't believe we've done yet.
All I do is go, and it's time I learnt it.
Yeah, let's quickly do a quick tutorial on how to what she's saying. Can you see that?
Yes.
Hey, pick me up, pull them down, turn me around. Oh, it just makes sense.
Gosh, it's a bit dirty.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Still heaps of exciting stuff coming for you, including tickets to Drake's first shows next year, which have just been announced.
Chrissy's correspondence.
You know, my nail. I talked about it last week.
Yeah.
My big toenail's gone.
And you've always had an elite pedicure, Chrissy Swan.
Thank you so much. And the miracle about that is I only have it 3 times a year and it always looks great. I don't know why. It's so good. But all the walking has taken its toll and the top of my nail has hit the top of my shoe too many times. It's just gone, actually, I'm out of here.
Salada.
Get stuffed salada. So I have no toenail and it's very, very bad timing because I am an open-toed sandal girl and it's coming into summer. Well, Helen heard my nail dilemma and she said, my big toenail on my right foot has severe trauma to the nail bed and has never grown properly. I lived with this issue for years, but now I have an acrylic gel applied, like when they paint the powdered gel on your fingers. It's not a false nail and it has changed my life.
So they're just putting it onto skin sort of setup?
I love my new toenail.
On you, Helen.
So what do I do about that?
Maybe you need to just go to your nail tech and say, hey, what can you do here? Like, can you just paint something on it, please?
The problem is I have to show them. It's disgusting.
Can you imagine the hooves those women and men have seen? I don't reckon yours is as bad as what they see.
I have great shame about it. But thank you, Helen. At least I know that if I put my brave girl pants on, there might be an answer for me. Lisa heard us mention lemon. Is it called lemon slice? It's Tim Blackwell. He's coming up very soon, by the way. It's his favourite biscuit. It's called the lemon crisp. Okay, so that is his favourite biscuit, and I tried it. I was an absolute naysayer, a doubter, and they are now my favourite
They're
biscuit.
elite. You gave it to me to try as well. It's the saltiness that makes them top tier.
Absolutely. Salty and sweet. Like you and I, Jack.
Exactly.
Anyway, Lisa heard us talking about them. She'd never heard of them. And you know how I love it when this happens, when something's in the zeitgeist and then all of a sudden you notice it.
Yeah.
It's like if you buy a purple car or you see a purple car.
Yeah.
This is what happened to her. She was listening to the show that day and then she hopped in an Uber and the Uber was giving free biscuits to passengers. What was the biscuit?
A lemon
crisp?
The
lemon crisp.
Also, I want to go back to the Uber giving stuff to the passenger.
I know.
Is this 2012?
Well, remember the good old days when you used to get Mentos and water? I don't get anything like that now.
All I want is some home brand water and an Eclipse.
Just get a big nose full of BO.
Bad BO, I know.
Anyway, Rebecca podcasts the show. If you can't listen to us, download the podcast. My best friend does it every day.
Oh,
Isn't
thanks,
that
Beck.
Sweet. Anyway, she podcasted us and she said, I think you might be on holidays already. Not true, Beck. We're still here for weeks and weeks. We're here. Basically, our thing is, if you're at work or your kids are at school, so are we. End of.
Unless it's January and you're at work.
We're in this together. When it suits Jack. Anyway, in a sweeping statement, I said that if you're the sort of person that mows your front nature strip up to the exact halfway point of your property and leaves your neighbours done, then you are dead to me.
You're a dog.
You can go to hell.
I grew up with my dad always doing the other person's nature strip. It's just the right thing to do.
Absolutely must. However, had you thought of this? I hadn't. Beck had. She says, I completely agree with you if people are doing that, but have you thought that maybe it's the gardeners?
Oh,
they're paying somebody to mow the lawn and they don't do it. You'd have to especially say, do everything.
Fair
or,
point.
Of course, they're not going to.
And also, like, how long's a piece of string? That gardener, he's been paid to do his job. He can't just be handing out free
exactly
lawn mowing jobs.
Exactly. So that's a really good perspective. I hadn't thought of that. It's weird because I had generally thought the worst of people in that situation and I don't do that. Quentin wasn't happy with me because I'd asked many people, including an owner of a Tesla, how you can drive longer than 400 kilometres and, what do you do? How do you do a long distance trip? He says, after hearing you recently talking about not understanding about charging electric vehicles and ignoring the fact that you can actually plan a trip and find garages with charging stations was beyond frustrating and infuriating to listen to. Suddenly he's Alan Jones. I don't think anyone would have convinced you regardless. Well, no, because nobody did, Quentin, if you were listening. Someone said you can plan it, and I said, that's great. How do you physically charge it? And that person said, Quentin, you have to get an extension cord and run it out the window. That's the most stupid thing I've ever heard.
Dumb.
And there's one here for you too. Sally wasn't happy with you, Jack.
Why?
You claimed that the Wicked press tour had been cringe.
Stand by it.
So do I.
Yeah.
Mainly because of that holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity, which has gone viral.
I know it's an amazing film, but the press tour is insufferable.
Now, I know that this message is mean, but I don't understand it. I'm wondering if you can explain it to me.
Oh, please, I love it.
Selby Dat says, cringe. Press tour earns $200 million in 3 days. Lol. White men are so uninteresting.
Oh, I got white guy.
Is that you, is it? You're the white man.
Because I called it cringe.
How did it make $200 million in 3 days?
It did. That's not how it works. They don't make money from press tours.
Yeah, from cheese.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I mean, yesterday was Oz Music Day, but if I could have worn a Veronica's T-shirt, I would have.
Also, you know how yesterday I said, oh, I don't know what T-shirt I'd wear.
Yeah.
Troye Sivan, obviously, I would have.
course.
I could have got one last week.
Yes. You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. Let's go click it.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Well, I am mad. I am mad for my queen and saviour,
Why?
Taylor Swift. She's come in second on the Billboard magazine of most influential
Pop star. The
Pop
top
stars.
pop stars in the 21st century.
top pop stars. Beyonce won and Taylor Swift came second. I mean, that's not what my heart tells me is the true ranking. What does your heart tell you is the true ranking?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I think I'm leaning towards Taylor.
Yes.
I think yeah. In the last decade especially, Taylor.
Taylor, if you're listening,
She ain't.
I'm living proof that coming second is actually better than winning.
Yeah, suck that, Reggie.
Do not say that. It's mean.
Joking. Love you, Reggie.
So that's what the situation has been this week. And I don't really want to talk about it because I feel like Taylor was robbed. That aside, accompanying this ranking and this article was a video clip of the winners.
Yep.
The top 10, I'm going to say, top 5. Definitely Taylor Swift was in it. And featured in the footage was a snippet from the Kanye West video for the song Famous.
I made that bitch famous.
Great
You
song.
didn't.
I made that
Great
bitch
song.
famous.
You didn't make her famous.
For all the girls that got from Kanye West. If you see him in the streets, give him Kanye's best.
It's a tune.
They mad they ain't famous.
Do you know what? It is a great tune. And you know that I think, against my better judgment, Kanye West is a musical genius. But you know, people say when you go out to a dinner party, never talk politics, religion, and something else.
Sex?
I don't know. What's the point in going out and talking? If you know? I would add Kanye West and Taylor Swift to those 3 things because don't get me started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have fought with somebody in a very embarrassing and vocal way that believed that Kanye West made Taylor Swift
But also,
who she is.
there's the argument now, Swanee, with all the Beyonce stuff and the thank you Beyonce, that the reason Kanye did that was to protect Taylor from Beyonce. That's the TikTok conspiracy.
And is the earth flat?
TBC, I'll get back to you.
Thank you so much, David.
Anyway, Billboard, sorry, they included this.
So they included
figure.
this and it was shocking, and Taylor has referred to it in the past as revenge porn. Mm-hmm. So she doesn't like it.
No.
They've taken it down, but I think that this is not the sort of thing that happens unintentionally.
You think Billboard have done it to, take a dig?
Absolutely. Can you imagine how much footage there is to choose from of my Queen and Saviour? Anything from the Eras tour, anything from when she was a little girl on stage. It's all documented.
Yeah.
Why choose that?
I wonder, Swanee, if it's because Taylor has quite a clean image, right? That is the most salacious and sexy sort of image of her. Even though it's not, it's a wax figure or a figure.
It's a wax figure.
But maybe that's why, to catch people's eye, scrolling through the feeds. That's why maybe. Anyway.
I reckon that's real bad.
Hey, next, we are so excited. Drake has announced he's heading down under, and in Chrissy's Quizzy, we are looking for 2 die-hard fans.
I am definitely leaving the house for this.
You better.
Yes, I
will
am.
drag you there.
Yep.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Yes, try and regain some energy because you're going to need it. Superstar Australian actor Hugo Weaving is coming up to talk about his new binge film, which is the story of everyone's favourite Christmas song, How to Make Gravy by Paul Kelly. Oh my God. Even you must love this song.
It's been to be un-Australian to not love this, Swanee.
It almost needs to be the anthem.
The Australian anthem?
Yes.
Yeah?
You know, it's just so brilliant and I can't wait to see it come to life. That goes to air for the first time on Sunday, but Hugo Weaving's coming up.
He sure is. But next, Swanee, the massive news today at midday was that Drake, Champagne Papi, is heading down under with his Anita Max Win Tour in February next year.
You promised me when I expressed some curiosity at the top of the show, why does the graphics for the tour resemble a very bad kids movie poster? And why is it called the Anita Max Win Tour? Who is Anita Max?
So, Swanee, Drake was on a live stream at the end of last year and he introduced this alter ego and their name was Anita Max. I've actually got the audio of it here for you to hear.
Me the hat that I need for the stream right here. This is my alter ego. Anita Max Win.
Now, because Drake's a big gambler and Drake likes to punt, he's actually saying, I need a max win. As in, when gambling. So now he's created this alter ego, Anita Max Win.
Why is it a little girl with a big medallion and a smoking gun?
I don't know. She's a vibe, though.
This is my alter ego. Anita Max Win.
Oh, my God. So is he only doing this for money?
Well,
like Denise Drysdale and Ernie Sigley are tweet heads.
13, 24, 10. Next in Chrissy's Quizzy, we are looking for the two biggest die-hard Drake fans. Drake brings the Anita Max Win Tour to Australia, playing arenas February 2025, less than 3 months away. Pre-sale starts Tuesday, December 3. Head to livenation.com.au for details.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
The time is here.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
I mean, I don't know how we do it, but only 3 hours ago, Drake announced that he is coming down under on his Anita Big Win.
Anita Max Win
Anita
tour.
Max Win Tour. And already people are losing their minds for these tickets. We are about to give away a double.
We sure are, Swanee. And this Quizzy is for die-hard Drake fans, as all of the questions are Drake related and you need to properly know the dude.
There's a few on here that I would know. I think I might be a closet diehard Drake fan.
I think you are.
Hello, Michael. Where do you sit on the scale of 1 to 10 of Drake superfanery?
Oh, 10 for sure. I think I'm the most deserving.
Oh, I love this. I love some confident. What is your favourite song?
Probably Passion Fruit.
Oh.
I really like that one.
Passionate from miles
Oh,
away.
really?
Classic.
Passive with the things you say.
Oh, you're a bit of a smooth operator, Michael. All right, let's go to Kim. Hey, Kimmy.
Hi, Chrissy.
All right, now this is high stakes because you are not playing for yourself. You are playing for your son, Lucas, who is the super fan.
I am, and I'm very nervous. He's 16. He's a massive fan. As soon as he heard about it, he's like, Mum, I have to go. So I'm going to do my best for him to make sure that he gets to go.
Good on you, Kim. Good on you for giving it a go. And before we get to the quiz, I'm just going to do some business. Drake brings the Anita Max Win Tour to Australia. He is playing arenas February 2025. That is less than 3 months away.
That's so exciting.
Pre-sale starts Tuesday, December 3rd. Head to livenation.com.au for details. But Michael and Kim, one of you is not going to need to do that.
Question. Oh, your names are your buzzers, all right? Is that clear?
Yes.
It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away with these tickets to the Drake concert. Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Question number 1. What is Drake's real name?
Michael.
Kim.
Yes, Michael.
Aubrey Drake Graham.
He's going to be hard to beat, Kimmy.
He is. Question number 2.
What was the name of Drake's debut album?
Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Thank me later.
I will, but what was the name of the album?
Good one, Mom.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
What did you say? Michael's all classic. Can you imagine how embarrassing I am to my cool sons. To my cool son when his friends come over, because I'm like, hello, what's your name? I love your haircut. Leo's like, shh. Question number 3.
This is for the win, Michael.
Can you name, and this is to keep you in the game, Kimmy.
Yep.
Can you name this Drake song?
Michael.
Damn it.
Whoa. Oh, my God. Hold on, we're going home.
Yes!
Yes!
You're going, Michael!
Right there.
Michael, in the words of Aubrey Drake Graham, you're a good boy and you know it. Hey, you are going, Michael. You don't need to suffer the injustice of waiting or missing out or that awful hourglass timing out.
No.
You're going.
Let's go.
Good on you,
Let's
Michael.
go.
Let's go.
Thank you very much.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are thrilled to welcome to the show star and beloved actor Hugo Weaving. We've loved him in Babe, The Matrix, Lord of the Rings, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and now we are set to love him in the new movie How to Make Gravy, which streams on Binge from Sunday. Welcome, Hugo Weaving.
Hi, Chrissy.
I am so excited for this feature film because the song How to Make Gravy by Paul Kelly is one of the most beloved ditties in this country. When you first read the script, did you say, oh my God, of course, this is a movie waiting to happen?
Actually, I heard that the film was going to be made, and I thought, what a brilliant idea, because I love the song. And I just thought it was the most fantastic idea for a film set around Christmas about who we are in Australia now, about family, about missing your family, about all the typical familial problems we have around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And so I was really excited that the film was being made, and then I got to read the script, and I was even more excited. So yeah,
and
easy one.
You play the kindly lifer.
Yeah, there's a character. Most of the characters in the film, Paul has written about in the song, and so the family members are all written about. Although you don't know who's who in the song, you just got a list of names. But Megan Washington and Nick Waterman, who are the co-writers, and Nick's the director of the film, created some characters in the prison as well, which is where Joe's writing his letter home from. So, and there's a character in the prison called Noel, who's a lifer. So he's obviously done something a long time ago that he is in jail for the rest of his life. But he's reconstructed himself, and he runs the men's group, and he runs the kitchen in jail, and he kind of acts as a father figure for Joe. And because it's a Christmas movie, there's sort of Santa Claus echoes in Noel as well. I
love it. I mean, the lyrics of the song, we all know Dan and Joe and Rita and Mary and Roger, and I'm sure the way that Paul Kelly wrote this song just evokes visuals. I can't believe that I'm going to be able to sit and watch this song come to life.
It is a quintessential Australian ballad, really, and it's about all of our families, and it's about a specific family, and it feels specific. And the way in which there's beautiful production design with this film, and it's set sort of now and sort of when the song was written. It's been elegantly created, this world. It feels very true, feels very, very real, but it also has a timeless quality to it. I think it'll be really very warmly embraced by people all around the country.
And I also love that it's not an American Christmas vibe. It's like we've all got, Tim Allen's Santa Claus. That's what we've been left with, or the Grinch or whatever. But Christmas in Australia, I don't know, I've just always felt it's a bit melancholy, and it's hot, and it's everything it shouldn't be. And I feel like this film is going to encapsulate that.
It does, and I'm sure it'll be embraced by everyone because of that, really. It's a celebration of who we are. It's not about other people.
I can't wait.
It's so exciting. Streaming on Binge from December 1, which is this Sunday. Hugo, I remember as a young boy seeing you on the screen for the first time in Priscilla. And I think only now as sort of an adult, I've realised how much that movie meant to me growing up. And hearing and seeing headlines that there's potentially a sequel in the works is really exciting. Can you speak to that or give us a little nugget of gold on what's happening?
Yeah, well, we've been talking to Stephen Elliott, who wrote and directed Priscilla way back when, and Guy Pearce and I and Terence Stamp we're all sort of on board with the new Priscilla, and where are the girls now? What are they up to? What's happening in their lives? And I mean, the idea of doing a sequel is. You have to have a very good reason to go back and do something like that.
Yeah.
But it's a great idea, and so we've all pitched in. We're all on board, and there are scripts we've read and being worked on, and there's money in the wings, and so hopefully next year, if all the stars align, we'll be filming. But yeah, that's where we're at with it. It's an exciting project, daunting as well, challenging. But I don't like doing things that aren't challenging. So when I get a bit worried, that's probably a good sign for me.
Before you went all in, Hugo, did you make sure that your legs still look great in a pair of stockings and stilettos?
Well, I hope so. No, well, I will have to get myself in shape.
Hugo, please stick around. We want to play a quick game with you after this. Make sure you stream How to Make Gravy. It's on Binge from December 1, which is this Sunday.
I mean, yes, we want to play the game, but I want to play How to Make Gravy, the song by Paul Kelly, now.
Right now?
Do we have it?
I'm not losing my job for this, though. You are.
Oh, okay. No, it's worth it. It's worth it.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And Hugo Weaving, star of the new Binge feature film, kicks off on Sunday. It's called How to Make Gravy. I can't wait for it. He's stuck around. Thank you so much, Hugo.
Thank you.
Now, we've come up with a little game, and it's called Lies Google Has Told Me.
Lies Google has told me.
Because I feel like we just believe everything that we read on the internet, and it turns out, not surprisingly to you, that most of it is made up. I'm going to give you some things that I have found about you, and you're going to say, what a load of shit, or yes, that is true. Okay. Director Peter Jackson had to actively convince you to take on the role of Elrond in Lord of the Rings because you didn't think it was for you.
I'm not sure. I did go over there. Did he actively persuade me? He certainly enticed me and lured me. And, yeah, no, I think maybe that there's an element of truth about that.
All right, 20% I'm going to give it. 20%. Yeah. You've said that your biggest ambition is to retire to a small cabin in the middle of nowhere with a library and no cell phone signal. By the way, can I come too? But is that true?
I may have said that, but I don't think it's the biggest ambition. I don't think that sounds like me. But the books, the library, and the railing against cell phones, that sounds like me. But being a hermit, retiring away, not the full picture, shall we say?
Oh, I would love that. Do you recite tongue twisters at lightning speed to prepare for live performance?
There was a famous tongue twister which I shall not repeat because it's totally obscene, which we used to.
Oh, yeah, do it. We can beep it. We can beep it.
Mrs. Tuggy Wuggy had a rough cut punt. Is the first line.
Amazing.
Okay, so you have to say that very, very fast, and there's a bit more of it than that. Yes, we used to do that one before shows. Yes.
Wow.
If someone recognises you at an airport or on the street and starts quoting lines from, your big smashes like Lord of the Rings or The Matrix, you pretend to be confused and say, I think you might be mistaking me for someone else.
That's Sam Neill. Sam Neill often gets confused. People say, tell Sam he was great in all my films. I do sometimes get confused with Sam. People compliment me on his performances. So that does happen, yes. Sam Neill and I get confused with it. I don't know why, But it's a regular occurrence.
I mean, both thinking women's crumpets. Come on.
Oh, there you go. That's what.
You think you've got a great face for playing villains because your eyebrows make you look permanently suspicious or angry.
Well, I couldn't possibly comment.
And last but not least, you were offered the chance to become a knight in the Order of Australia, but you turned it down because you don't like the idea of a title. Apparently, your response was, "I'll just stick to Hugo, thanks."
A knight? I don't think I could. No, I've never heard of that one.
How weird. I love
Google
this.
and its lies. Hugo, I couldn't let you go without just bringing up how much I love your character, Frank, in Slow Horses. It's an unbelievable show. And is it true that you're coming back for season 6?
Yes, it is true. I just came back from England a few weeks ago, so I was filming over there. Season 6 is presently being filmed. I'm going back in January. I'll be there till March. So yeah, Frank's back.
Wow. What's it like working with Gary Oldman? Does he have any similarities to Jackson Lamb?
I only met Gary this time around. The first season I did, season 4, we didn't have scenes together, and we were going to be working on the same sort of 3 days in a row, but Gary went and got COVID, so I didn't get to meet him back then. So I've only just met him. He came and gave me a big hug. We had a lovely chat on the street, but we haven't done any scenes yet. But yeah, he seems terrific.
I've just remembered a question that I discovered, a thing that I discovered yesterday that I'd forgotten to write down. Did you meet your now wife, and you've been married for decades, when you were 4 years old?
Yeah, that's a true one.
Wow.
We lived opposite each other up in Turramurra, up in Wahroonga. And we used to play with each other on the street, but I then didn't meet her again till I'd gone around the world, came back she was at university and I was at drama school. So yeah, that was.
And was it the sort of thing you put 2 and 2 together later, or you?
Yeah, later on we realised, your mum's this and mum. We used to live opposite you. So yeah, we put it together later.
God, I love
Amazing.
that.
Thank
Destiny.
you so much, Hugo. Stream How to Make Gravy this Sunday on Binge. You're going to love it. Thank you so much for your time, Hugo Weaving.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are almost out of here, and what a show! What a week!
Grab the podcast if you missed it.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this, but let's do this first.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
So first things first, today is Thanksgiving Day in America. Oh. And I'm so surprised that, or is it the 28th? It's the 28th, whatever that is.
No, the 29th, today.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm always so surprised that hasn't taken off here.
Thanksgiving?
Yes, because I have always thought it's the most beautiful premise. And it's not Christian or religious like, Christmas. It is just about
giving thanks.
Thanking, yeah.
Where did it come from?
I did Google it actually just before we started speaking, and it's sort of like a harvest kind of thing. It's probably like a pagan festival, probably not unlike Halloween, but we love Halloween here.
Absolutely, and we haven't embraced Thanksgiving like Halloween.
I know, and I really think we should. I might have a Thanksgiving lunch next year.
Fun.
I've always wanted to, but it always comes around so quickly, and it's Christmas and it's crazy. But I'm going to plan it. Anyway, Macy's, the department store, has a very, very famous annual Thanksgiving Day parade. And Australians have stolen the show. Of course, Bluey was there, who is a global sensation.
Everyone loves a bit of Bluey.
But we were very thrilled to see our girl, Kylie Minogue. Melbourne's own Kylie Minogue strutting her stuff on a float as if she was on the closing credits of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. 'Cause I can hear your heart beating. Can you hear me?
And she's singing live.
Oh, one of my top 5 of all time. Slow. What a choice.
What a video.
Yeah. Slow. One more. I love that. I love she's a bit out of breath, so she's like, boy, she goes a bit Danny boy. Anyway.
Hey, I'd rather that.
And there has been a lot of sort of controversy around lip syncing and all of that. She made it very clear she wasn't lip syncing. The feedback online was, what? Kylie is absolutely singing live. She made sure we knew by going, "Woo, yeah, can you hear me?"
New York.
I'll tell you who also performed at the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Who?
Her name is Ariana. It's not Ariana Grande from Wicked. It's the other one from Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, Ariana Madix.
Ariana Madix. And it's the saddest thing I've seen in a very long time.
Oh, it sounds like karaoke.
What is that backing track?
That backing beat makes it even more depressing.
Backing track reminds me of the Casio keyboard I got in 1985. You know, hit bossa nova. Anyway, she has released that single. It is, of course,
Love Me.
Love Me by the Cardigans.
Oh.
I think it's by the Cardigans. No, it's Love Fool by Cardigans.
Love Fool, that's it.
Yeah. Anyway, it shouldn't have been covered, and it shouldn't have been covered by her. What you need to do is Google it and see the facial expressions, and it's totally Johnny Young Talent Time School, 1982.
Isn't it funny, Swanee, to think that she is on that stage because of Scandival? Like, that's what brought her really into the limelight, because Tom Sandoval cheated on her, and now suddenly she's singing the Cardigans at a Thanksgiving parade in New York City.
In one of the biggest global events of our time.
I love Pump Rules, but
it's
come on.
Magic,
Hey, have
really.
a beautiful weekend. What a show we had today. Podcast it if you missed it.
You don't want to miss it. Hugo Weaving is a gentleman. I didn't even ask you, what have you got on for the weekend?
I am going down to celebrate my dad's birthday on the peninsula.
Oh, happy birthday, Davith.
What about you, Swanee?
Nothing.
Fun.
Yeah.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.